I wonder what my IQ is. Let's just open this up. Wait, that's a tough one. I think I have to go with that, and that, and that. Alright, boys, let's see what we got. Yeah, we don't need to show this one. A TV isn't a TV. A phone isn't a phone. A screen isn't a screen. You all are staring at pixels. Feel dumb yet? Electricity to be exact. I'm sorry, I don't know who Skrillex is. I was so busy listening to Batch, Chopin, and other various classical artists that I forgot to go bumbling through YouTube to look for whatever that is. Side note, Skrillex seriously just sounds like a bunch of random computer-generated annoying noises to me. I'll stick to piano and violins. Okay, thanks, bye. You just said you don't know who Skrillex is. And then talked about how his music sounds like a bunch of random computer-generated annoying noises. Sounds like you know who he is. These helpful restroom signs. Makes you realize that the pillar is 1 meter wide. Then causes you to calculate the volume of the pillar, then the strength of the pillar, then combined weight of all floors above, then using that to estimate the number of people in the building. I read so much now, I've started citing books in every conversation. Whatever I say, I probably have a quote to back me up. I think I've quoted Aristotle 2 times already today. It's only 10 AM. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know quoting other people's work makes you smart.
We are only human on a dying planet, circling an inferno of gas, in a speck of dust circling in an object of which we almost cannot even comprehend, nor even really figure out. In the vast area we call space? Do you really think we matter? That's deep. Can you match my intelligence? I doubt it. I have a lot of intelligence because I use big words.
10 unexpected traits you will find only in extremely intelligent people.
Well, this sums me up in a summary.
You are now chatting with a random stranger. Say hi. You both like music. Hey. Hey. How you doing? It's how you doing. It's trying to be friendly. There's no need to be patronizing. You shouldn't call yourself it. Kind of self-degrading. But then again, I'm sensing some flaws in the mind and personality. My mom has spent months trying to catch this snowy owl on camera. Months? She should get inside. She must be freezing. She hasn't actually been outside for months. Comments like yours are so tediously odious. Sigh. So you're doing most of the research, right?
Actually, I was hoping to construct the PowerPoint. After all, we never discussed it in class.
I'm pretty sure we did. I mean, if you're really adamant about doing the PowerPoint, I could do the research. It's no big deal.
No trying to be pushy, but yes, I am pretty adamant about it. But I would also be willing to come to terms with you if you really wanted to do the PowerPoint, because it does take a certain amount of intelligence to conduct the research.
Lol, what do you mean?
I'm saying I would understand if you feel more comfortable leaving the research to someone slightly more intelligent than yourself. And by the way, it's laughing out loud. Using ridiculous slang, acronyms like that is not helping your case.
Me, have a STEM degree. Sibling, went to school for graphic artist. Me, 6-figure salary. Sibling eventually joined army to pay off student loans after failure to find work as a graphic artist. Hated it, now works in a warehouse. Congratulations, mate. Do you want a medal? If Batman wants so badly to be a bat, he might be more intriguing if, like Marvel's Daredevil, he were also blind like a bat. Can bats see? Most people think bats are blind, but in fact, they can see. Should I disclose my IQ to my manager? I'm afraid I'll trigger some insecurity in him, and he'll start looking for reasons to get rid of me. Whenever he assigns me a task, he is proud of himself for thinking he's keeping me busy for the next few weeks. He actually looks disappointed when I'm done with the assignment by the following morning. He can't keep me busy, and I seem to be frustrating him because of it.
My IQ test came back with a score of 146, higher than 99.9% of the population. I could be really dumb in my areas, but computer programming is what my brain is wired for. So it does it really fast. I don't even have to be at a computer for my brain to keep programming out a solution. So when I return to my desk, I merely type out what my brain has already solved. Kind of off topic, but can we stop using gross? I mean, disgusting, nauseating, and abhorrent exists. Let's expand our vocabularies a little bit, shall we?
China is expected to overtake the US in abhorrent domestic product by 2030. Just casually reading my green tea bottle and can mentally picture the atomic structures of 70% of the ingredients. Oh ho ho ho.
English has around 2 billion speakers, including second language speakers. Mandarin has around 1.5 billion. For people with low IQs, Mandarin is the language most people mean when they say Chinese.
Mandarin?
Yeah, you shouldn't even be allowed on a computer, let alone on Facebook all day. If you're 16 and still don't know the difference between there, and there. Seen that like 6 times today. Shake my head.
If you're 16.
I know that our education standards have declined since I was in school due to things like No Child Left Behind and Common Core, but I just witnessed something inexcusable that should embarrass every teacher. At the farmer's market, my total was $7.15. I handed the cashier a $10 note, and she needed a calculator to figure out that the change was $1.85. That level of math was something I had mastered by 3rd or 4th grade, and math was my worst subject. What is happening in this country? Yeah, I can tell math was your worst subject, because the change was actually $2.85, not $1.85. It took me 23 years to realize that the dad in Jumanji was also the hunter. How could you not realize? I was 10 and I still saw the psychological parallel of the villain and the father, and that perhaps it was a manifestation of his imagination. These guys are using too many big words. My brain is going to explode. Last week, I corrected my professor in art history class, and she took it pretty hard. I basically proved her knowledge wrong and got thrown out of class for it. Thankfully, rest of the students protested this move and followed me out. They asked me to hold the next class at my house and teach them the next chapter. Eventually, we all went to the department head and complained, so the teacher is now suspended, and I have an A in the class. You know we're in the same class, right? We literally had a lecture today that you didn't even show up to, and you have the audacity to spread these lies? Just wow. That's all I can say, just wow. How many presidents from United States an average US citizen know? I'm from Europe, and I know 25 of them. Somebody lock this guy up, he knows too many American presidents.
Increasing the vernacular of a swath of individuals is sometimes rather perplexing, but best of luck to you.
How long did you spend on the Thesaurus website?
I came up with this symbol to illustrate humankind transcending the synthetic VR being pulled over our collective souls. Just look at the intelligence right in it.
I almost fainted trying to do that voice. What's my group? I can't tell you. Way too complicated for a simple brain like yours. The groups aren't named, just specific behaviors. Put them into an unnamed category that makes it easier for me to predict their future behaviors. My simple brain. I'll have you know I watch Rick and Morty. And I think he's 19. 19? Wow, I feel ancient, lol. He's a kiddo. Aren't you only 3 years older? I am also the youngest entrepreneur in my family in town. I have a degree and frequently participate in the stock market. I'm about to buy a house and I'm considering getting myself a Porsche Cayman. Congrats. You're still only 3 years older though. You gotta understand, when you come to live this kind of life, your age doubles. At least in terms of maturity. Not something your psychology major will give you, I'm afraid. Well, aren't you a delight? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And like this video if you like it. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. I really appreciate it. You've been helping me get better video equipment. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon, the link is www.patreon.com/GioFilms. It would be greatly appreciated if you go ahead and support me over there. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you guys later.